Hey everybody, so this is, hello, I don't even know if you can see me now. Okay, so I plan to do a live video showing you my application, but for some reason I've not got a very good signal and it wouldn't let me go live. So instead I'm going to do a video, record it for you and then post it. So strange, I've never done it on a video before, so I'm hoping I've got the camera in the right place. So I've already prepped my nails, I've washed my hands, used soap, scrub them so there's no grease on my hands. I've then pushed my cuticles back with my cuticle pusher. So I push that back and then I've used alcohol wipes to wipe down all my nails. So we're going to turn the heater on. And then the first step, this might be a bit slow because I'm trying to look on the camera and see what I'm doing. So the first step is to line up the nail wrap. So this is the blue modern flower design. This was one of the Throwback Thursdays a few weeks ago. It was the one where you could buy the pack of 4. Okay, so I'm going to do my small fingers first. This is my tricky finger to do. I don't know if you can see. I have really bad eczema. I'm allergic to dairy, but I still eat dairy. So some of my fingers have got really bad ridges. I use a lot of steroid cream on my hands. And this is the one that's kind of grown back. It got really sore. So that's hard to get one to stick to. So it's pretty... I think it's going to be that second wrap. Let me just see. You would think after 2 years I would know what size wraps I'm going to use on my nails in advance. Okay, so I'm going to go with the second one. So what I do is peel it off. I only just touch the edge and then you want to cut it in half with the scissors. Oh, did I do? Okay, so let me see. Let me move this forward. And you just want to give it maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see it's starting to wave there. So 4 to 5 seconds is all you need. And then you can use the cuticle stick to put it down. Move those out of the way, but I find it's easier with using my finger. So, let me see, where's the best part on the camera? I don't even know if you can see this that well. Okay, so you just want to line it up basically. Try and go down. See on here, I've got kind of... It's not really any cuticle on this finger as such. So put it in gently and then, where did I put my cuticle pusher? Here. So you want to start by pushing down at the cuticle and then going to the end of the nail. And then going down the sides. And ideally you don't want the wrap touching the skin. So let's just push. This might be a little... There you go. So I've got a small gap there, I don't know if you can see, small bit of nail there, so you want to do that. You still see that there, or is my hand might be in the way. Okay, so basically just push it down. And then what I do is I then do the next finger before I file the end off. Sometimes it can be good just to give another little reheat. And then smooth it down again, especially if you've got any little ridges on the end. So this isn't a great nail to do because I've got where the nail was grown back, it's all sore. Okay, so that's that one. So then we can peel off the other piece. The less you can touch the wraps with your hands, the better, because any grease on your hands is not great. So again, we want to do 4 to 5 seconds. It just starts to turn there, and then we can do... This is probably easier to see this hand because my hand's not as much in the way. So again, push it down. You don't want it completely touching the skin at the bottom, otherwise it will start to lift. And because you're not pushing it down straight away, you can actually then reposition it. Okay, so it's kind of in the middle there. So then we've got our cuticle pusher down to the end, and then actually that's a little bit too much over that way, so we're just going to lift it up and reposition it. That's a bit better. So from the cuticle down to the tip and then down to the edges. You don't want to do the edges first because otherwise you'll find you get a ridge at the end. Sometimes it is easier just to smooth with your finger. I think this is a great tool, the cuticle pusher, especially when removing them as well. But it's also great for this. So there we go. Give it another little heat. So these are like the regular classic glossy wraps. Where's the, let me see there, I don't even know if that's very well in focus, it might not be. So these are pretty easy, straightforward to apply. So some of them need slightly more heat, some of them need slightly less heat. Okay, so I've done this one. So then this is the first one I did. So then all you want to do is just file down. Am I doing that in the camera? Yeah. File down 90 degrees, and you'll see. There's the camera. It's not focusing. It's starting to peel off, and then it should just. Oh, there's a little piece there. Let's get rid of that. And you just file the little corner off there. What you can also do is, let me just grab the, I didn't get those out. Let's put that over there. The little nail clippers that come with if you buy the application kit. And if you have a small little piece at the end there, you can just clip it off. And you're good to go. You might want to then give it, I sometimes give it one more little blast of heat. And just smooth it down. There we go. Number one done. So now this one we're just leaving on there. Because occasionally what happens is you might heat the wraps, and if you stretch them and file it straight away, then if you have stretched it, it'll shrink when it cools down, and then it'll show a bit of the nail at the end, which you don't want. Okay, so on to the next finger. So I think this is going to be a good fit for this one. Yep, so we're going to use the second one. So again, you just want to lift it up. I'm not very good at videoing things. So ideally I would say I'm going to edit this video afterwards, but I've never edited a video in my life. So I'm not going to be editing it. I'm just going to be posting it as it is. Okay, so same amount of time, got a little bit of fluff on that one. But as you can see with this, if you were using a blow dryer, you would need to have a hand holding the blow dryer. Whereas this, it's no hand, you need the one hand, and it's not blowing everywhere like it would if you use the blow dryer. Okay, so second, so this isn't a great one to see. So again, put it in the middle. Looks pretty straight. So cuticle, tip, and then down the edges. Smooth the edges, down to the edges. Oh, not great light in here either. Okay, that's the second one done. So now we can go back to this one. And we're going to file again. I missed the little piece, little corner. And we got it. And there we go. One's done. Quick blast. Smooth over. Perfect. So we've got our two pinkies done. Okay, so now we're going to do the other one of this one. The only thing I'm not looking forward to this thing is I broke the nail earlier. So as you can see, it's right down lots. It's going to be harder to file. Okay. So cuticle first, and then down to the edges. Actually, let me just lift this one up. I'm going to move this one over slightly. So I had a big gap on the left side. So cuticle, then down to the edges. Slightly, I think that nail must be slightly bigger than the other one. So I've got a gap there, but when you look from the front, it looks great, which is all that matters to me. If you didn't want a gap that big, you could easily go up to the next nail wrap if you wanted. Okay, so back to this one. File the tip off. I say you can always use the nail clipper instead, and you can even clip, if your nails are really long, you can even clip part of your nail as well with the wrap. Okay, that's that one. So now next wrap, which is going to be this finger. I'm lucky, most of mine I don't really have to trim much. It all depends on how well you want the fit. If you don't mind a small gap, then you can get away with probably not trimming them much. But if you want them to be perfect and hardly any gap, you might find you need to trim them slightly more. As I say, looking at a glance, they look great. You can't really see the gap, which is fine. Okay. So I wanted to just say thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. We're coming up to 12 minutes now, and I'm nearly halfway through. Normally I can do it between 10 and 15 minutes it takes me, but I don't know if I'm doing it extra slow because I want you to see. So that one, actually, see there I used my finger rather than the cuticle pusher. Okay, so back to this one. Oh. Give it a file. Yes, yeah, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to clip this one because the nail here, as you can see, was right down to the edge. And it's hard to file against the skin. So there we go. It's just nice and smooth. There's no bits hanging over. Give it a quick blast. And smooth. Okay, next one. So I wonder if you want to tell me, do you have a finger that you find hardest to do? Or do you have a trick maybe to help you do your Jamberry that you want to share with everyone who's watching this video? So certainly comment below. I know some people use different methods, and I would love it if anyone would like to video themselves doing their Jamberry like I'm doing now. Then yes, please go ahead and do that. I may even have a little gift for you if you decide to do that, because that would be awesome. Especially if you're not using, this is the regular method. Some people use the cold method. Some people use the baggy method. There's lots of unofficial methods. So if you're definitely using something else, I'd love for you to do a little video for me. I'd love to send you a special little Jamberry gift to say thank you if you go ahead and post it in my group. Okay, back to this nail. Okay, blast of heat. Oh, my dog's having something to say about that. Okay, next one. Middle finger. Actually, I wonder if I'm going to use this one. So this one actually needs to be slightly trimmed. So I can show you about the trimming of it. If you've got longer nails, again, you probably want to measure a bit more accurately than I'm doing. I know roughly how long my nails are. So what we're going to do with this one, because I want to show you how, put it on, and I'm making, I haven't heated this one. Actually, it does fit. I thought I might need to trim it, but actually it fits perfectly. So I'm not going to need to trim that one, which is pretty cool. Saves us a little bit of time. We're over halfway there, people. Cuticle, tip, edges, edges. Sometimes it's easier with your finger. So you don't want to be pressing too hard because you don't want to damage the nail. So yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, file this one. And this is something, if you buy the application kit, I want to say, I don't know if you get 1 or 2 nail files. Now, if you run out of nail files, you can obviously go and buy some regular ones. Or if you love with the Jamberry ones like I am, if you're a Style Box subscriber, you get a nail file in with your Style Box. So each month I get brand new nail files. So this one, you can see it's starting to go a little white. It's been in the middle actually, it's pretty fresh. So that's the best part to use. It's a funny shape nail, but I've done that one. Okay, so we did this one, so let's come back over to this side. This first few nails took 11 minutes, so I'm going to see if I've got 16 minutes, see if I can do these last few in under 20. So normally it takes me 10 to 15 minutes. I'm trying to make sure I did a little more slowly just so you can see all the details. Is that lined up under the camera? Yep. So cuticle, tip, sides, cuticle, tip, sides. There we go. Okay, back to this one. Oh, sticking to my wipes. Give it a blast. I really love this design. I wasn't sure if I was... Sometimes you see a design in the catalogue and you're like, oh, do I like it? And then it arrives and you love it. Then you put it on and you don't love it. This is one of those that I thought I liked it. And now it's on my fingers. I love it. Kind of reminds me... I'm going to actually go on to the next one while I'm talking. It kind of, so I'm just lining up because sometimes my thumbnails get really long and they don't fit on. One wrap doesn't do both of them, so I'm just lining them up to double check and they do fit. Otherwise I have to trim my thumbnails. What was I saying? These remind me of, in England we have something called, question, what is it called? It's called, it's a Chinese thing. I can't remember what it's called. Oh no, do you know what I've done now? See, this is because I'm not paying attention, I think. Just my long, I'm just looking to see, I think I've messed up slightly. I'm worried I haven't left enough on this one for my second thumb. Let's just see. Oh no, I have. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's good, people. No cause for alarm. So with the thumbnails, what I do, oh, I was telling you, it reminds me of this like Chinese plates that we used to get in England. It's not really a very good description, but anyway. So as you can see on the thumbnail, I put it the other way round. So my thumbs are pretty, not like on the cuticles here where they're round. So I don't know, I've never looked at anyone else's thumbs. Are yours flat at the bottom like mine? Or are they curved? So I do the wrap the other way round. So as you can see, almost perfect fit there. So we just need to take these little corners off here. So, oh, 1850, look. Am I going to do it in under the 20 minutes? Demonstration under 20 minutes. How professional am I going to be? Okay. Heat it up. Is that still in the frame? Yep. Oh, I think I'm going to go over the 20 minutes. In which case, an extra kudos to you guys who, if you're still watching this after 20 minutes, big extra thank you for taking the time and effort to watch. Okay, got the middle finger over here to file off. Quick blast. Okay, last one, last thumbnail. So I'm just going to lay it down again. Didn't cut this one very straight. So it's just cutting the edge of this one and then cutting round the corners. Again, I have really dry skin because of my eczema, so that helps, but try not to be touching the sticky side of the wrap. If possible, try and use the stick. Okay, 20 minutes. We hit 20 minutes and I haven't quite finished, so I do apologise. Okay, put this one on. Ta-da! Oh, look at that. Oh, a little bit on the edge there. Can I get away with that? Let me just pick it back up and move it over slightly. Am I on camera still? Yes. There we go. So file this thumb. Did I heat this thumb? I'm sure I must have done. I'm now starting to wonder if I did heat it. But it's no biggie if you didn't heat it. Just make sure, because you can put them on cold if you wanted to. So try and avoid lifting them back off the nail if you have heated them, because that's activated the sticky side. So I'm going to just give this an extra few seconds just in case I didn't heat it the first time. Okay, and this one hardly even needs to be filed. Actually it doesn't. So if you can see there's a very small amount of nail at the top. I just got it to the edge. So, oh, bit of sticky one. So there you go. Now that was 21 minutes 45, I say. I was a bit slow. I did talk at the beginning and I was a bit slower because I was showing you, but there we go. My cute nails. So how cool is that? There you go. So if you have any questions, let me know about my application. Do you say, if you do it differently, let me know. Let's just turn this off now. So it's pretty quiet. For those of you who are wondering about the heater. Okay, hang on. You might hear a noise. I've got the fan on above me because it's really hot here today. Okay, so it's off. It's a very slight sound. I've had it on the whole time and yeah, hopefully it hasn't made a loud noise on the video. I hope not. But yeah, it's not got, I can touch it. It's not hot. It's fine to touch now. Which is pretty cool. Whereas a hairdryer would get really hot and you might burn yourself on it. So yeah, if you do a different method, feel free to do a little video, send it to me or just upload it direct to my page. I will send you a little gift as a thank you because I love to see how people do things slightly different. I've been doing this, as I'm coming up to 2 years now, and I've stuck to this method pretty much the same all along. So yeah. Okay, thank you again for putting up with watching me for like 23 minutes. Okay, have a great day. Bye.